Hello and welcome to today's video. We got some good news for you today. We'll first be looking at the freshly announced 2024 contract for Justin Cooper. We'll then take a look at Star Yamaha hinting that Cooper Webb will be racing SuperMotocross this year. Finally, we have a couple more Motocross of Nations teams announced today, so let's get right into it. Alright, Justin Cooper has just signed a 450 class contract for both Monster Energy Supercross and Lucas Oil Pro Motocross for 2024. The New York State native will be racing the 250 class for the final 3 rounds of this year's SuperMotocross playoffs. He then will shift his focus to 450 full-time after that. In Star Yamaha's press release, they explained their decision to sign him. They went through everything, his immense success Cooper and Star have had since 2018, his many wins, and obviously his 250 championship in 2021. They further explained that his performance in the 450, although it wasn't fantastic, he did get that 6th place finish at Daytona, and he kind of impressed him on the 450. He ran around top 10, which is pretty good. And obviously, he switched back to 250, and his ability to switch from 450 to 250 and perform like he did this year in Pro Motocross obviously impressed him as well. Justin Cooper said in the announcement, quote, "I'm super excited to sign the 450 deal with Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing. We've had an awesome 6 years together on the 250, and I think that success should transition quite nicely to the 450 class. I'm also super excited to start this next chapter of my career. It's really nice to know that we have a team behind us that knows me and what I like on the bike to make that transition easier and carry over the success we've built on the 250 over to the 450 class. I feel like I'm in a good spot going into next season. I fully agree with Star Yamaha and J. Coop. He has the talent and work ethic for sure. I'm glad to see this opportunity arise for him. He really deserves it, and hopefully we can see what he truly can do on the 450. Truly pumped for Cooper. Good luck to you next season." Onto a very quick story. I wanted to add in, not only did Star comment on Cooper's contract, but in the press release, Mitch Kendra also spoke in the introduction on Tomac's return next year, and that Cooper Webb might be making his Yamaha debut, racing the SuperMotocross playoffs in the coming weeks. It was short and sweet, but it was kind of a confirmation, so I figured I'd include it. In the introduction to the press release, written by Mitch Kendra, it read, quote, "With Eli Tomac returning for the 2024 season and Cooper Webb expected to join the team for this year's 3 SMX rounds and next season as well, the factory Yamaha team will have a 3-rider roster come the Anaheim 1 Supercross in January 2024. Now, there isn't too much juice to this story, no official confirmation or anything, but the fact that Mitch Kendra, an extremely reliable source in the community, wrote that Cooper Webb is expected to make his Yamaha debut in SuperMotocross in the coming weeks, that kind of makes it more reliable, more credible. Obviously, there's been rumors about this swirling around the internet, and even that he might be racing Motocross of Nations. He didn't speak on that yet, so that's unsure, but the fact that Mitch Kendra brought this up really brings up the credibility. Maybe it's true. Hopefully, Cooper Webb does come back for the SMX rounds. Now, before you guys flip out in the comments and say this isn't a confirmation, I just wanted to let you know that the fact that Mitch Kendra is speaking about it makes it way more reliable, to me anyway, because all we've had so far is internet gurus talking about it, which isn't very reliable, so that's all I got on this. Quick story. On to our final story of the day, which is yet another Motocross of Nations team announced, that being Great Britain, who has been a title contender in years past. Let's get right into it. In the MXGP class, we have none other than Ben Watson. Watson is one of the fastest Brits on the planet at the moment. He currently races for Liqui Beta Factory MXGP and has been consistently a top 10 to top 5 World Championship athlete this year. I think he will perform very well at Motocross of Nations and will most likely be the only guy representing that new beta machine. On to the MX2 class, we have Josh Gilbert. Gilbert currently races for Crendon Honda Racing in the British National Series and is a top contender in that series. I don't have a list of results from him this year, but I know from what he's posted that he's a common top 5 to podium guy in that series, so he seems to be pretty good. All I know is that when he visited the US last year, he performed extremely well before he got hurt, so that's all I can base this off from. He's a pretty good rider. Now, he currently races the 450, so I'm not sure how the switch to the 250 is going to be for him, but I'm sure he'll do pretty good and represent the country. Finally, the MX Open class, we have Conrad Muse. Muse also races for Crendon Honda in the UK and actually took a swing at a GP a couple weeks back. Again, I don't have a results list of where he finishes in the UK class, but at the MXGP of Sweden, Muse finished 22nd overall, so obviously he was struggling a bit. I'm not sure how he'll do at MXoN, but if he performs like that, he'll drag him down a bit, so hopefully he can step himself up and play with the big dogs. Overall, Team Great Britain seems to be a pretty moderate team. I'd say top 10 for sure. I'm not sure how consistent they're going to be, but only time will tell. That's Great Britain. All right, that's all the news I have for you today. People have been asking for a full list of teams of Motocross of Nations so far, so tomorrow I will do a video on that for you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.